Okay, so Tyler Perry has a new movie called Straw, and it has Taraji P. Henson in it. And okay, guys, I feel like okay, I have a couple of things to say. One, I love Tyler Perry, but two, I feel like every movie he does is like it'll remind you of another movie, The Color Purple, Single White Female. It's just gonna remind you of some movie you've seen before. So as I'm watching this new movie Straw, I'm like, okay, it's kind of giving me a little bit of John Hughes. It's giving me a little bit of, I forget the name of that movie where the guy like gets fired from the job, all this stuff happens and he snaps. It's giving me that, but then it has like this super twist. And trust me, y'all, I do not want to be a movie ruiner, but I have to break this movie down. So the movie starts, this woman wakes up with her daughter. The daughter wakes up, you can tell, their money is low, they're on hard times, she's bathing her daughter in the bathtub. Her daughter has all this medication. She's talking about the medication. Her daughter is saying, hey, today at school, my teacher was like, where's your money for your lunch money? Your lunch money, your $40. And if you can't afford it, just all this mean stuff. But anyway, so it's just kind of giving you a setup of what she's going through. She gets to the school. She drops off her daughter and she waves at the teacher. Now, mind you, when I see this part, I'm thinking, oh, the teacher is looking at her funny because the teacher knows what she said to the daughter. But later on, we'll find out there's something else to that. There's a twist. Okay. So after that, she gets to work. When she gets to work, it's packed. They only got 2 registers. Some cashiers done called off. She works at a grocery store. She gets in there. Her boss is like treating her like crap, like some bosses do. And he's not trying to hear anything she's saying. A customer gets mad about a price or something, throws a bottle at her. Her boss like, hey, look, go clean that up. And she goes to get a mop. One of her coworkers comes back there like, hey, girl, he shouldn't be doing you like that, woo, woo, woo. But here goes the money. I know you on hard times. She like, no, I can't take that from you. She like, please do. She's like, girl, you ain't got it. I know you struggling too. She's like, girl, but I want to help you, but she still don't take the money. Long story short, they get ready to walk back into work. She gets a call. It's her daughter's school. Her boss comes back there, of course, because he's like, you're taking way too long to get this mop. And he comes back there. She's like, hey, I got to go. He's like, you got 30 minutes. She's like, there's no way I can do it in 30 minutes. So she hangs up. She goes across to the bank that's across from her job. And she wants to take $40 out of the ATM, but she can't because with the fees, she don't have enough money. So she tells the teller, like, hey, the bank manager who's standing in there, like, hey, I need $40. I got 47. They won't let me get the 40. And she's like, well, you got to get in line, to take it out. So then you don't have the bank fees, the ATM fees. And she look at the thing, the line got like 10 people in it. So she knows she can't wait because she got 30 minutes. She gets to her daughter's school. They are dragging her daughter away, like dragging her from her. And I'm thinking when I'm watching it, like, why are they dragging this kid down the street? Like, not down the street, down the hallway. Is there a better way to remove her? Like, even if you thought she was neglected, everything, for her to be dragged away, screaming for her mama, screaming, like, please don't take me, I need my mama. Her mama's telling them, like, hey, she had these seizures. Hey. She be talking about this Tyler Perry movie, Straw. I just watched it.
It was bad.
It was? Yes, I kept seeing it and I watched it. Now I'm talking shit about it. The same movie over and over. I just said that. But yeah, sorry, that was my neighbor. I had to tell him, like, hey, I'm talking about that Tyler Perry movie. So anyway, he goes on and so she goes on, they taking her kids, she's standing in the hallway crying. Then she leaves, go back to her apartment. I left this part out. When she leaves and take her daughter to school, her landlord like, hey, if you don't have that rent, you get evicted. And I'm like, damn, today? Like, she's like, because I already put that paperwork in. I'm like, it shouldn't happen today. But anyway, she tells the landlord, like, hey, I get paid today. I'll be here at 10 on my break, and I'll bring you the money. The landlord, And there's a guy outside, a homeless guy, and she giving him money. Now, remember, I told you, she barely got food in her house. She barely got water to wash her daughter up with, but she giving this man money. So they setting it up to let us know she got a good heart. She's a good person. Anyway, she come. They done evicted the girl. Everything outside. So she picks up a few of her daughter's items and her daughter's medicine, and she's like screaming. It's raining. I mean, it's just the worst day ever. Alexander's very bad day wasn't this bad. So she's screaming, yelling. Anyway, she go back to work. You already know what happened. Her boss like, man, you're done. Get out. So she's like, well, can I get my check? She's like, I get this $40 because she's still on this lunch money for her daughter. So he's like, man, you know the rules. You get fired, we mail your check. I ain't giving you nothing. He just being a jerk. So anyway, she leaves. She, like I said, that's when she leaves. She comes back to the job while she's trying to get her check from him again. Somebody come in to rob the place. Now, how these guys got in the back, who knows? But they come in, they go to rob her. They pistol whip her because she's trying to take the money because they tell her, like, pass us the money. And she's trying to take it herself. And dude, like, hit her with the pistol. Anyway, somehow she manages to get the gun from him. She shoots the guy. Then her boss like, man, this all you. He knew your name. But he knew her name because she got on the whole name tag. You know what I'm saying? And even if he didn't know the name tag, if he'd been to that store a few times, he'd know who she was. So the boss telling her like, oh, you had something to do with this. This was you. Blah, blah, blah. I'm calling 911. He proceeds to call 911. She let him have it. But then she picks up her check, blood on the check, and walks over to the bank to cash the check. Now, of course, you know, Tyler Perry cast are all the same people. So it was parts of it where I'm like, wait, am I watching, what's that? What's the new show he got? And I've been watching it too. I forgot, but the little show he got on Netflix, I'm like half the cast up in there. But, you know, but all his shows, same cast. I mean, it's just they playing different roles. Some, if they are copping one, they're copping all of them. But yeah. So, she in the bank. They done pushed the silent alarm. She got something in her book bag that's lighting up. They got say she got a bomb. You know, it's this long negotiation. You know, like I said, the story is almost predictable, but then there's this big twist at the end. And since the movie just came out on the 6th, I'm not going to give the ending away, but I will. If somebody mentions it or something, I will talk about it in the comments. But my overall ratings on this movie is like Tyler Perry. You really need to put some new people at the writing table because I swear it's like y'all have the same storyline. Like, and randomly one of my neighbors walked up in here saying the same thing. So like, you're very talented, but I feel like, I don't know if it's a cheap spot. I don't know. I don't want to say what it is, but I mean, the movie was, I mean, it kept me all the way to the end. The little twist was sad. But out of 5 stars, I'd probably give it 2.5. I don't know. I don't know. Maybe when I watch it the second time, it'll be better. But yeah, that's what I give it. And like I said, the ending was a little twist. I don't want to give that part. I've given most of the movie, but I'm not going to give the ending because I think that's what separates everything. But then when the movie goes off, I'm like, wait, so then what happens? You done took us all the way to the climax, and then he was like, we're done. I can't. So guys, enjoy your day. This is my review of Tyler Perry's movie Straw. It's on Netflix. It came out June 6th. Check it out. Like I said, tell me what you think about it. If you saw it, tell me what you think about it. Like I said, predictable, but hey, just my opinion. Have a great one. Enjoy your day. Get out, get some air. See ya.